Oh, we are here. 2024 is coming to a close, so the time has come for me to give my lists of my favorite titles of the year, starting of course with my top 5 favorite TV seasons. Now of course I haven't watched every single season of every single TV show that aired this year. This is just going to be my top 5 of the ones that I've watched and reviewed. So if you disagree with this list, that is fine. You can go ahead and leave a comment saying that. All I ask is that you don't be a bully about it, alright? I got a couple of bullying comments on my Nosferatu review. I was like, guys, that's not cool. I'm fine, they're just words, I'm just saying. And also, this is the first time I'm making this list while there are shows that are currently airing that I am watching, like Creature Commandos, Doom Prophecy, Skeleton Crew. Although I am behind on all of them, I need to catch up, I've been busy. But yeah, for obvious reasons, they will not be included on this list. This is gonna be shows that have wrapped. Okay, so introduction is done, let's get started with number 5. I got Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3. And right now, I'm sure a lot of you are like, oh yeah, that happened. But I thought this season did a great job at wrapping up everyone's story, because it is in fact the final season of The Bad Batch. Hunter's story, Omega's story, Omega's a great character. Crosshair's redemption. I liked certain things it did to tie itself in with the major Star Wars timeline. Things it set up that other shows and even movies will later pick up on. That really earns this show its place in the Star Wars timeline. Not to mention the animation is really good. And I'm sure I'm not the only one when I say that The Bad Batch will certainly be missed. Okay, coming up in 4th place is Agatha All Along. Yeah, I honestly love this one. This coven of witches walking down the witches' road. The writing was really good. The music was awesome. The mystery surrounding this teen character and Rio Vidal, Aubrey Plaza being a scene stealer as she always is, Catherine Hahn being a scene stealer as she always is, usually anyway. And man, just that twist in the finale, that's really what made this show memorable for me. Really threw me for a loop. I was like, oh my god. It's one of those twists that makes you rewatch the entire season from the beginning and it all makes sense. You're like, wow, it all fits. That's genius. I loved it. And I really want to see these characters' stories continue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in some way, shape, or form, hopefully in live action. This Scarlet Witch Maximoff saga, as I'm gonna call it within the multiverse saga, that's one of the more intriguing aspects of it right now. So Marvel Studios, or Marvel Television at least, let's keep that momentum going, huh? Cause I want more. Alright, number 3 through number 1. If you know me at all, then I'm pretty sure you knew that these seasons were gonna be on this list. Now here's the order of them. With the bronze medal, we got The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 2. Cause again, you know, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. This was the better Lord of the Rings story that came out this year, of the two. Not that War of the Rohirrim was awful, but yeah, this season, man. I had a blast talking about each episode every week, with Galadriel's arc being great and the Stranger's arc being really great, but Charlie Vickers as Anatar/Sauron and Charles Edwards as Celebrimbor, they are the MVPs, the VIPs, the scene stealers of this entire season, because they were just so good in their scenes together. The writing was amazing. The visual effects, the music, just everything about it. Sure, maybe I don't like it as much as season 1, which I'm sure is ass backwards for a lot of other fans, since from what I've seen on social media, they like this season more, but I'm still all on board for this show. And I know that season 3 is being worked on, although I still don't think there have been any official announcements yet of like when it's coming out, but I am listening and waiting with my ear to the ground for it, because this is definitely one of my favorite shows airing right now. However, when it comes to medieval fantasy shows, at least this year, I gotta say Westeros is winning this time around, because the silver medal goes to House of the Dragon Season 2. I heard some people found this season to be really slow, but I don't know what to say to that, man, because from my point of view, I thought it moved along pretty well. Definitely better than season 1 in that respect. Again, the characters, the writing, the acting, all around just phenomenal. Like I said in my video on this season, this is the best season of any Game of Thrones anything that I've seen in years, because it did the best job at reminding me what made Game of Thrones so good in the first place, which was the unapologeticness of it all, if I can say it like that. It's like, no, things just happen, people get what they deserve, or sometimes they don't, because that's just how the world is. The character arcs with Rhaenyra and Alicent especially, man, just how do you not feel bad for her by the end of this whole thing? You totally do. The visual effects are awesome as always, and I cannot wait for season 3 in however many years time. I'm sure it'll be a minute, but we all know that war is coming, and so we're gonna get more mysteries, more battles, more betrayals, more Matt Smith glare, all of everything that makes Game of Thrones Game of Thrones. And to me anyway, that's all thanks to season 2 being as good as it is. Which leaves the gold medal. I'm sure you all already know what's getting it, cause no other show this year left me with a hyperfixation and obsession as strong as this one, after it wrapped as Hazbin Hotel Season 1. For 3 months solid after it wrapped, I was still constantly watching it, listening to the soundtrack, soaking in every single detail, cause for me, Hazbin Hotel, not only is it easy to watch, but I just resonate with it so much. I love the concept of it. Damned souls being redeemed, that just clicks with me. The characters are some of my favorite characters in TV right now, Charlie, Vaggie, Alistair. The show is incredibly unique, an adult animated musical set in hell about redemption. It's like it was made for me, and I love everything about it. Sure, it is is a little rushed, that is my one really big complaint about it, but I can let that slide because everything else about it is just so damn good. The animation, the voice acting, the music. I don't know how long we have to wait until season 2, probably at least another year or so, but I feel like once season 2 comes out, that hyperfixation is gonna start all over again, because it got pretty bad for me. But there's a reason for that, because this show is just so good. Just after one season, Hazbin Hotel is already another one of my favorite shows running right now, and that is an accomplishment. Let's hope the rest of the seasons are just as good, because we got 3 more seasons already confirmed, so Hazbin Hotel is gonna be entertaining us for years to come. That is so awesome. I've never seen anything like that before. And so alright folks, that is it. Those were my top 5 favorite seasons of TV that I have watched and reviewed in 2024. Like I said, if you don't agree with this list, that is a-okay, just as long as we're all having fun with our small screens. And so for variety's sake, I will ask you, what are your top 5 favorite seasons of TV that you've watched this year? Or top 3, or top 10 if you enjoyed that many. Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And yeah, you know what's coming next. My favorite movies of 2024, that will be my next video. Until then, of course, as always, thank you for subscribing. Peace!